Hey, I'm Tiger Lily, but I'd prefer if you call me Daraa. You've come to the right place if you want to see behind the scenes of the life of a DJ, a passionate vegan, and a crazy dog mum. Welcome to my channel. Don't be a stranger. Come say hi. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world. So today I recently posted on my Instagram for you guys to ask a whole heap of questions because I would be doing a Q&A video, and we've got so many questions that have come through, which is amazing. I'm so excited to answer all these. I love doing these videos for you guys because it gives me like a little bit of insight into what you guys want me to be sharing and posting about and talking about, which is super cool. So we will dive straight in. When are you going to come back to Greece? Please come. All right, this question gets asked heaps in regards to where I'm playing and what I'm doing next. I recently posted a Australian Hot Girl Summer tour poster on my Instagram, so you can check out all my Aussie summer tour dates there. Also on my website, it's djtigerlily.com.au. That's where all my tour dates are, and that's global. So when I'm coming to Europe and stuff like that, that'll all be posted there. And that's the best place where you can find out where I'm playing. How did you first start doing what you do now? So I started DJing through a competition called Your Shot, which is an Australian started competition. Pretty much what they do is they give you 6 weeks of DJ training, and then you do like a big DJ off with everyone, which is cool. I ended up coming second in that. This was back in 2011, and that kind of gave me my kickstart into the industry. So yeah, I would recommend for anyone wanting to learn to DJ. It's a great way to learn and a really fun way to make friends as well. If you weren't DJing, what do you think you'd be doing? AKA, what's your passion? So I studied media and communications with a marketing and sociology double major at Sydney Uni, but I actually don't think I'd be doing anything to do with that. I think I'd be working in the animal rights space because, as you guys know, I'm super passionate about that. And I suppose when I do decide to hang up my DJ headphones, I will fully focus on my animal rights work. What's something we may not know about you? I played trombone in high school, and I was really passionate about playing the trombone. I actually did 3 units of music for my high school certificate and majored in trombone performance for my 3rd unit of music, and I had to perform like 7 pieces. And one of those was a trombone quartet. So I got 3 trombone players, and we played like a massive song together. It was really cool. Even though it's nerdy, it was really cool. What and who inspired you? I think I get inspiration from a lot of different people for a lot of different things. I follow different people that I am inspired by from a music perspective, from a fashion perspective, from an animal rights perspective. I also think that people in my lives, like my friends and my family and my sisters, really inspire me just to be a good human. So I think I try and draw inspiration from everyone. When you have your makeup done, does the makeup artist use vegan makeup products? A lot of the time you have to ask. A lot of my makeup artists I'm now friends with, and so they know that I like to use vegan makeup only, which is awesome. It can be quite problematic when it comes to brands like MAC. MAC isn't actually vegan. They are cruelty-free, but they do sell their products in China, which means that they have to test on animals. And a lot of makeup artists use a whole heap of MAC stuff in their kit, so I really try and avoid that for the most part. But it's just about having conversations with your makeup artist when they do your makeup. Also, it's so easy to access your own makeup that's vegan and cruelty-free at home. I just got sent this awesome box. I'll actually just quickly show you guys. I got sent this awesome big box of makeup from Mecca, and they are really working a heap on doing vegan and cruelty-free makeup, which is awesome. A lot of makeup can be vegan or it can be cruelty-free, but not both. So it's really important when you're looking at brands that you look for both of them being vegan and cruelty-free, because they're actually different things. Vegan means it has no animal product in it, but cruelty-free means that it's not tested on animals. So they've sent me this cute little 12 Days of Christmas pack. So it's like when you open up one thing, every day for the 12 days of Christmas. They've also sent me lip glosses and eyeshadows, which are all vegan, as well as this brush set. So a lot of brands actually use animal hair for the brushes, which is just gross. So it's awesome that they're doing completely vegan, cruelty-free ones. So yeah, big shout out to Mecca. Aww, there's just some really nice comments here. When did your passion for DJ start? So my passion for DJing started, I think, in my last year of high school. We started to go to like house parties, and there were often DJs that were there, and I always really wanted to be the DJ or learn how to DJ. And then of course I started going clubbing, and I was exposed to dance music, and that's when I really started wanting to do it. Do you want kids? Yes, I'm really excited to have kids. I hopefully will have kids in like 2 or 3 years. I know that's like really not a long time away. I don't know if I'll have them that early, but yes, I do definitely want kids. I'd actually like to have 2 and adopt 2, but I don't think Scott wants to adopt, so I'm working on him. As a vegan animal lover, I'd love your thoughts on xenotransplantation. So I actually had to look up what this was because I had no idea what it was, and from what I googled, it is where you use animals' blood, cells and organs and transplant them into humans' bodies. If that is actually what xenotransplantation is, then I'm fully against it. I personally prefer animals than humans, so I don't think we should ever be using animals for any kind of human benefit, even when it comes to the health of humans. But I would love to do more research on it and to have like an open forum on it. There might be some cool TED Talks on it. I don't know, I need to do a little bit more research, but from what I know, I'm against it. My favorite place in the world are the Kimberleys in Western Australia. It is the most magical, beautiful place ever. Do you have a foot fetish? No. Why do people ask these questions? What the heck? You guys are crazy. Okay. How do you feel today? Thanks for asking. I feel really good today. I had my period last week, so I was feeling a little bit wacko, but I feel really awesome this week and really happy. What advice would you give to 20-year-old Daraa? Go vegan, look after your health, and stop drinking so much alcohol, you silly Billy. You know, when you're 20, you're going through a party phase. I was loving life, I was having a really good time, but I think if I could have my time again, I'd probably not party as much. I also would say quit uni and actually just focus full-time on DJing, because back then I wanted to quit uni so badly. I was at uni for 5 years, and people around me said, no, stay at uni, finish it off, and I did, but it actually had no benefit to me whatsoever, except for the fact that I can tell you guys I've got a degree. So I think I would have loved to focus on music earlier and on my music career earlier. What's your ultimate tip for a woman who wants to become a successful DJ? Just practice your craft. I think really being technically a good DJ is the most advantageous thing that you can have when you're starting out and wanting to be a DJ. How did you go in the DJ competition you asked us to vote for you? I didn't get in. This was a DJ Mag Top 100. I was really devastated about that. I've never been upset about things like that before, but I was actually pretty bummed by it. We got like 25,000 votes, which is huge, which means 25,000 of you took the time to vote for me, but clearly it wasn't enough, which I don't really understand. So it's a bit of a shame, but I think the best thing to come from it is for me to realize that you don't need a competition to tell you that you're worth something, and you don't need a score or a number to tell you that you're worth something. So I think we can apply that logic to a lot of things in everyday life, and yeah, whether it be a DJ competition or, you know, school marks or popularity on Instagram, like you don't need to let a number define you. Was it hard to DJ when you first started? Yes, of course, everything's quite difficult when you first start, and I was shocking at the start, of course, like anyone else, but I loved practicing so much that I think I got pretty good pretty quickly because I was practicing for hours every day. Do I like cherries? Yes, I love cherries. Snakes or spiders? Spiders, but only because you can run away from a spider and like a snake would chase you. So that's my logic. Favorite place to perform in the world would be Far Out Beach Club in Eos. Absolutely love that. What was the thing that made you go vegan? There were lots of things, but the first thing was my health. I was like pretty unhealthy a while ago and I really wanted to make some positive changes in my health. When was the last time you did something for the first time? I was trying to think of this question, a good answer for this question, and I really haven't been able to think of something. In France, back in April, I did this shot of alcohol, and I don't ever do shots of alcohol anymore, but it was in a little bottle, and what you had to do is you had to do a routine before you took the shot. So you had to pick the bottle up with your mouth. It's in a mini bottle like this. You had to put it in sideways, shake your head. This is all without your hands. Then pop the bottle out so the mouth of the bottle is in your mouth. Then tip your head back and then drink it. And that was very difficult to do. So I had to practice like taking a shot. I can't really think of anything else that I've done for the first time recently. I also went on a surfing camp in May and learnt to surf for the first time, which was really cool. Few proposals, gonna decline all of them. Do you find you lost more weight being on a plant-based diet? Yeah, for sure. It's a lot easier to lose weight being vegan, that's for sure, especially if you're eating whole food, plant-based, predominantly raw food, for sure. Who is your biggest music influence? I think deadmau5 made me want to be a producer and a DJ because I absolutely adore him and his work. I think I still really love a lot of like the old classical stuff because I studied classical music when I was in primary school and high school. So they inspire me from like, well, classical music inspires me, say, from like a melodic perspective. I think, I know this is a bit crazy, but like pop bands like Spice Girls and stuff like that inspired me as a really, really, really young person, like 4 or 5 years old, to want to be a performer. So I think that there's like a lot of different people that inspire me in different ways throughout my life for different elements of my career. What was one of the most life-changing decisions you had to make in your career? I split up with my manager maybe like 3 years ago, and that was probably the biggest decision that I had to make. It was really rough because we were really, really good friends. So yeah, that was pretty hard. I'm starting a plant-based diet for a month after watching Game Changers. Any tips? Yes, head to my website. I have like a whole heap of blog posts on there that I've written with my favorite recipes and favorite tips for going vegan, accidentally vegan foods, all that type of stuff. Also, you should follow my other account, Our Sole Purpose, because I have a whole heap of accounts on there that you should follow if you're wanting to go vegan to get some inspiration. I've been hearing new tracks in your sets. When are they coming out? Ooh, yes. So January, February next year, new tracks will be coming out. If you guys come to my shows now, though, you'll be able to hear them live for the first time. Arga was lit on the weekend. Yes. When are you next playing in Sydney? It will be January, I think, but once again, go and visit the tour dates on my website. What camera do you use for your Insta photos? The quality is so good. Yes, it is. I use Samsung. I'm a Samsung gal through and through, and yeah, the quality of the photos is just amazing. I love your headphones. Can I buy some? They're not for sale yet, no. They're very cool, my new JBL custom headphones. You guys have probably seen them, they're like pink and white. And they will be for sale, I think, in the new year. Are your wigs made of human hair or plastic? They are made from human hair. Yes, which is why that they're really awesome to style and wash and re-dye, which is great, and it means they last a really long time. What is your morning routine? My morning routine changes a lot depending on what I'm doing. Like for example, this morning I got up and I cleaned my house, I took my dog for a walk, and had a coffee and just chilled. However, other mornings I love to wake up early and go and buy some celery, have some celery juice, have a cold shower, then take the dog for a walk. It kind of mixes up a whole lot depending on what I'm doing and if I'm traveling or not. If you guys are interested in stuff like celery juice, I have an awesome juicer on my website that you should check out. It's called Natural Press, and they donate money from every juicer sold to planting trees, which is awesome. And I have a whole heap of other products and stuff like that that I like to include in my morning routine. So yeah, check it out on the shop tab on my website. At what age did you start DJing? When I was 19. So I'm quite old now. Have you started to think about your New Year's resolutions? Not really actually, but I do need to sit down and make some time to think about them. A lot of them are going to be about creating music and creating really valuable, helpful content for you guys. Also about learning new skills and taking rest time for myself. Scott and I have booked in a few really cool holidays already, which is exciting. We're going to Japan in January to ski for 2 weeks. And we're going to the Kimberleys again in Western Australia, so that'll be awesome. So yeah, lots of fun, lots of work, lots of play, but I will probably do a whole nother YouTube video on that at a later point. All right, that is all, guys. Thank you so much for all the questions. They were really awesome and insightful, and I loved how some of them are about music and career, some of them are about veganism, some are about beauty. It's really nice to see that you guys actually are enjoying what I post, and you like the different elements of my life, which is really cool. So thank you for watching. Make sure, what do YouTubers say? Like and subscribe to my channel. But yeah, stay posted for videos every Thursday night. Thank you so much for watching and can't wait to see you guys soon.